Zach Lyman the Troubadour. At some coming day.
Yeah, appreciate that.
You got anything on the books?
Currently right now, no, but stuff's in the, it's in the cooking.
Big stuff in the cooking stage.
He's always cooking. So, okay. Alright, let's just do this shit. Okay, so anyway, this will come up later, but it says, you were my world, always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Frank Sinatra, I think that is. They sound just like him. Is that Frank?
I think it's Willie.
That was
Well, I think it's a Willie Nelson song.
Yes.
And Elvis ripped off Will. How old is Willie
Elvis?
Nelson?
Willie Nelson's like 1,000 years old. What are you talking about, dude?
Old, but what the fuck?
Dude, that's hit. Did Zelda actually? Or
Did a version of that.
Zelda? Did Elvis actually do a song like? Do a version of that song?
Made original. That would be Johnny Christopher.
Who the fuck?
Probably some old country singer.
It was written
I
by
guess you
Wayne
didn't write it.
Carson, Johnny Christopher, and Mark James. Who the fuck are these idiots?
Hey, that's my counselor.
How did Elvis get his hands on that?
He always did shit like that.
Yeah, a bunch of Elvis songs were other people's songs. Were like, stolen.
Mm.
One way of looking at it.
I don't like Elvis. All right, guys, please work.
We know you don't.
Just a little bit more.
Okay, here's my goal with this. I'm going to get through this as quickly and factually as I can. I feel that I need to say this. I need to address this once and for all. And just, this is it, okay? So let's turn off chat. Because I don't, you know what I mean? Whatever you guys have to say at this moment, I don't know. I don't want it to be toxic. That's it. That's why I'm turning it off. Alright. As I said, I'm going to be quick and factual. There's no fluff. I'll get through as fast as I can. This is not something you're interested in. Obviously, I understand. I would suggest you refer to timestamps or catch our Friday show if you don't want to watch this. Totally understand. Before I begin, I would like to address a couple of points that I know will be brought up. One, that I hear a lot, why don't you talk to Hassan about this privately? I did text him a couple weeks ago after I saw the clip of him saying that he had no problem with Hezbollah. I texted him that I thought it was pretty...
What does he mean? That's fucked up to say. Yeah.
He was...
That's fucked up, Hassan.
I'm on no sleep, sorry. What's the word?
No problem with a terrorist organization.
And granted, when I texted
There's
him, I
evidence
said,
that
you
they
don't have to
raped
respond to
those
me. I totally
fucking
understand because
women
it's
and children,
unsolicited.
dude. How do you not
criticism, I
have...
get it. But I was kind of hoping to open the door to a more personal conversation. He did not reply.
Of course
Which I
not.
took as basically just like...
It's
we're
like, fuck
on
you.
the opposite sides of this issue and talking isn't really help, which I get.
Yeah.
And I agree.
I
That's
mean,
probably where
fine.
we're at, unfortunately.
I can't
But I did
believe
try.
he's...
And again, not to
And
blame
that
him, 'cause I
fake
did,
crying,
just so you know,
dude, that was
I
so
told him
gross
he
when
didn't
Ethan
play
was
this, so-
crying about the families. It's like, I've been to these places. I lived in Israel for years. And his son tried that fake crying, people are dying on both sides, and he started to fake cry. It was that I knew that was the end of the show. I was like,
the
damn.
little pot shots at him and Instagram stories and stuff. Something happened over the past few days that really fucking set me off and made me get kind of just like determined to probably just do this once and for all. So obviously things have got more strained between us as time's gone by. And after some recent events, which I'll get into, I find it impossible not to say anything. I don't want people to need to speculate about our relationship, about our opinions about each other. I just want to address it how it comes. And as a person, as a friend, I respect this.
Oh, wrote it down, man.
I don't think you need to choose between us. It's not like that. It's not personal at all. I am seeing the rise in anti-Semitism and the way in a way that I don't think this is wrong. But I do think that like, it's not, I mean, Hassan can do better. He can conduct himself better, in my opinion. You know, it's possible that we could be friends again down the line. Or not that we stop being friends, but we could be friendly again, or on talking terms, I don't know, down the line. But at the moment, he is like the lead, he's kind of like the most prominent voice on this issue. So it's not personal, it's literally just addressing where this is all coming from. Another comment that I read all the time that I want to address up front, that was kind of part of all the problems that I'm having here, is that I hear all the time, in fact this was the top comment on Reddit or subreddit, that with all the terrible things happening in Gaza, I can't bring myself to care about anti-Semitism. Which I understand the sentiment, right? There are terrible things happening. However, these are the people.
And he talks shit on Netanyahu all the time. Him and Eli.
Everybody that Zionism is not Judaism, and convince themselves that we don't need Jews to save Zionists. So when I complain about anti-Semitism, why is it that it always goes back to Israel? It seems that they're the ones that are confused about Zionism and Judaism. Because again, if I'm complaining about anti-Semitism, what does that have to do with Gaza, or what does that have to do with Gaza? You know what I mean? Apparently, according to them, nothing. They're not related. That is at the root of the problem I'm having of contributing and rising. Which basically become a catch-all. It doesn't mean much, and it has a whole spectrum of meaning, as it'll show. It can mean, like, if you look at a leftist Israeli, you ask them what Zionism is, they'll tell you, a lot of people tell you it's Western expansion, like settler expansion, right? And they say, oh, I'm anti-Zionist, I'm against that. Whereas the idea off the map, they'd be like, that's the thing, like, obviously no. So, are they a Zionist, or is it a pirate flag that says curse upon the Jews, at Israel? That to what extent?
Why can't I put a block on?
The extent of my Zionism is this. Do I think Israel should be wiped off the map? No. And that's the extent. That's all it is. With that I find it just turned into a slur. I'm gonna get into all of that. I hope you guys will listen. I'm grateful to everybody who's a fan of both of us. I don't want to take this personally.
I've not been able to listen to the song for a while because it's only so long before it starts going crazy.
You can't watch. Understand. Other promising things that are happening.
And he was bragging about being the guy who said America deserved 9/11. The politicians deserved 9/11. None of them got hurt. In fact, they used it.
But once again, this is something in my heart that
I don't know, I just feel like if the Trade Center was full of politicians, they would have actually done something about it instead of sort of what they Well, that's because you had combined your community with the Zionists.
However,
but your real fans, I think, knew what was going on.
I appreciate all the times you've defended me from the community. I know I'm not one of the fans who, as you probably know, that their audience is really cheap. However, I do think that when you tell everybody to, leave me alone or whatever it is you say, that your rhetoric online, a large part of our audience. So let's start playing it. Here's an album story. Just to get you guys up to date. This started with this tweet I saw.
Some internet providers claim they offer gigabit speeds, but here's the catch.
That one's not live.
By the way, I pulled this last night to see where it was at. When I posted it, it had like 30,000 likes. It says 90,000 likes. 2 million views. I never heard of this guy, but... Or no, it's from, first of all, Conrad Casey. Yeah, that's Conrad remember that one? He typed in and said, "Can you stop talking about me?" And we'll continue to talk about me. Very good.
What?
And again, I'd also like to wonder, what the fuck is it exactly I've said or done to like belong in this image? I know what you're saying, right? What have I done? I continually ask myself, why am I being held with these group of people?
What am I?
And anyway, Conrad Casey said, I'm a simple game. This guy, Hassan, the guy said, I hope they commit suicide squad. And, which I found, I'm like, wow, okay, so 90,000 likes sounds like for myself. And again, this is part of the problem, like, what have I done? Like, why are these 2 million views of me telling me to kill myself and my family? I'm like anti-Islam or I hate Gaza or whatever. I mean, as a whole, it's just...
I've been bored. Freak, bro.
Like he said something like culture rare, it's insane. When am I ever saying that? Never. Okay? So,
Yeah, compare Edom to Adam Gold is fucked up.
and again, one of the irony of this whole thing is that on the left, they're basically going to undermine everything they believe in. I guess at the head of going after Zionists, they see Zionists as subhuman, they see them as Nazis, each other, and like essentially target whoever they perceive as Zionists, whatever they deem necessary, because they're Nazis and they're killing children in Gaza. That is my problem. Anyway, I responded to kill myself, 90,000 likes. I said, great shit, tell me to kill myself, 36,000 likes at the time, 36. Nobody has ever, as I said or did, nobody has ever been able to tell me. The next one, it made me think of Pirate the and I remember the tweet he put out.
I got that.
Just a cute tweet from our favorite. Thank you for telling me to kill myself. Love this guy. And that's true. They do. They love him. Hassan interviewed him. He hypes him up even as recent as like this week. Okay? This is a tweet he put out. The execution is carried out on all Zionists. And it features somebody whose arms is tied behind their back and they've been impaled by a spike through their asshole. And,
What the fuck? That's
I would like to
insane.
know what people go. Hassan talked to him. He said he's not a Houthi, and he says he doesn't hate Jews.
That's a pretty hate. You gotta really hate someone to want to impale them through the ass.
Like, would you
To
really
death.
think that I asked this guy, like, tell me what you believe in science, that he would have some nuanced answer about the difference between actually his rampant violent Houthi terrors, which I will prove to you guys, in my opinion, beyond a shadow of a doubt. However,
He doesn't know this
this kind of rhetoric, frankly,
I'm sleeping.
disgusts and scares me. People call me a Zionist.
Oh, he saw me. I'm sleeping, you can't see me.
My
Oh,
family,
here I
my
can.
children's life. Okay? And this is a guy someone who I consider a friend. Someone who got how cute and funny and awesome he is. Well, the immediate reaction to this was our subreddit getting mobbed by the song fans, probably snarkers, overwhelming the comments. Overwhelming it.
No, he saw me.
Here's what they say.
saw one of those.
He literally said it in an interview with his song, like, how fucking obtuse are you, seriously? Like, David Duke says he, you know, he's not a clan member and he doesn't actually hate black people. It's like,
Yeah.
like, he doesn't, like, are you fucking dumb?
It's a new clan. They don't really hate black people, they just want to get away from them. I hate hearing that, it's the most disgusting shit.
Just like Ethan, you morons have been too.
Meaning they refuse to share their land.
I remember it, this is a real tweet.
Which isn't even their fault.
Wait, for real? Jesus Christ, this is so nuts. Then they respond, yes, and psycho fans, Muslim Arabs are inherently evil and fall for this like Ethan. Now, excuse me.
Hmm?
Shit, all Arabs are evil. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why is that what you heard? And here's a song of both of these.
He does more damage than the bed heals. That kind of is killing him.
Reed had mentioned that Forsaken left over the episode when he wouldn't even engage with Palestinian life and kept saying, what about Israel? I know what he's talking about exactly, but essentially, and this is just an extra, but this whole chat was like, different info, and like, lying, and this kid is innocent. Never ever tweet this. I found the archive, thankfully. I would have lost my mind if I didn't. I swear I saw it. Here's the tweet. What happened? The execution that we will carry out on all Zionists. Here it is.
Holy shit.
July 23rd, 2024. By the way,
It's an old drawing. It wasn't a real person. Yeah. That's it. Well,
uncritically, that to me is disturbing, and that to me is dangerous. Here's a post that, again, doesn't have a lot of engagement, but I was struck by the fact that it has minus likes, excuse me. As I this person was getting downvoted, and it's like,
imagine if you could have that person to stop bitching Facebook groups.
These people are essentially co-signing these threats of violence. This came out, I think, just last month. Jews make up 2% of the population and 50% of hate crimes in America.
What are you doing?
Must be nice for people unaffected by anti-Semitism to tell Jews. Doesn't matter. Must be nice. To have that, to come from that place of moral superiority. You're completely unaffected. It's quite stark. I mean, African American hate crimes are still number one. Roughly the proportion of Jews making up like 2% of the population of America. The fact that they're number two is pretty stark. So again, you'll hear this kind of relates to a statement on the show up now.
They're acting very different, man.
Whereas homophobia is a very acceptable form of bigotry.
Don't.
So being the bigger person in the situation, regardless of your feelings.
So anyway, thank God you actually read the chat. But what I'm hearing, frankly, is that
It's okay to, yeah.
it's not really an issue. Your complaints are like focused complaints because more serious than anti-Semitism. Despite, by the way, the fact that, as I pointed out, really the opposite, or not the opposite, there's almost always, but like this claim that anti-Semitism doesn't exist because everybody knows it's wrong. As I perceive it, it's absolutely wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frankly, it's disgusting. It's a disgusting thing to say in the face of
That doesn't even make any sense.
China was walking down its country and whatever. That's what I hear. People like this song.
First day pretended it didn't exist. I'm still not quite sure it was on purpose. Yeah, but the difference isn't that Ethan isn't spewing hate against people.
I quietly unfollowed her from the voice. She was posting what I perceived as sympathetic, encouraging, and glorifying Hamas violence against Israel. You must see it. I unfollowed her. She started making a huge scene and going into some community, the moderator, and saying, I can hear the action behind.
The reality of the matter is, anti-Semitism is an unacceptable form of bigotry.
It's very real. We have to listen to her. And frankly, she can't really do anything wrong. It seems like no matter what, because she's emotional, or she's a woman who's wearing a hijabi, and so therefore what? She gets a pass on everything.
Yeah.
I never get to complain about it.
Because it's somehow acceptable.
Wearing that FBI tats, they're working crimes against Jews that are at this moment in Arab Muslims. Wearing the FBI tats. I'm not saying it's not the word. I'm just saying what he's saying here is factually wrong. It's just an outright lie. Make it seem like Jews are complaining about something that doesn't exist. Even though they are. It's a gaslighting campaign. That's my take on that. Like that. Do you think it's likely to get an AK or an automatic assault rifle in Yemen? Combination is not these guns are expensive as fuck, and it's kind of surprising. Dude, there's some dead. I just continue to do this. Just say you support the skin on your shit. Again, I respect that. Just say you support the so curious what I rifle and again, okay, maybe he found it. I don't know how you get a rifle like that. Being affiliated with living in but maybe he found it. Curious on top of the boat. Ship, on a boat. In the sea. That was Just what happened. And his son knows it. That's why he's laughing on, trying to deflect.
That's so crazy.
Yes,
So they're just chilling with the captain. Like, I don't understand.
you don't understand? Why would, do you think anyone would just get access to hang out with, like, these hostages? Why would you hang out with hostages? I don't know. But a song is a good way of deflecting.
They had a gun.
Silly stuff.
They could have killed them all. That regarding the hostages, probably.
On to the next part. There's more terror core tweets on.
I would at least try. There's a chance. What the fuck? You're near until me you're holding someone hostage. Especially on my gun. Wait, anytime. It doesn't matter. Yo, dude.
This one is the ships we bombed in sank. Okay, not yet. Not underground. We bombed in sank. So every night is your stomach that's him once again. With second death threat is science, and of course, as we know, Mickey loves this song, Son of a Jew, killing.
Why is he loading that point I'm pretty sure you can win a Darwin Award if you make yourself unable to procreate. You don't have to do anything. The song's not stupid.
Blowing up ships, hanging out with hostages, walking around with guns, coming at the team. There's enough evidence, alright, to at least be like, hey, you know what? Let's not fucking display science, okay? But no, this man's really personal with it. Personal meal time, this tweet's not real. And this tweet's real, they think he's not. Also, you're lying. There's no point in which reality catches up with you. There's no point in which I feel facts, disputable facts will change their mind that whatever they're obsessed with is real, and that he, the Zionist in his mind. That's the beginning. Maybe, and then I think the next part of the so, you're lying, it's not real to me, it's real to me. Well, you got it, you're lying about that. Okay, fine, you might be affiliated with truth, but these are actually awesome. See that a lot. As I move on, these are awesome. I can even heard people like the form being received saying that they should be nominated for a Nobel Prize. This song is very much into the here is their official flag of the terrorist organization. It says, to America and to Israel, curse the Jews, victory to Islam. This is their flag.
I didn't even have to
Their pirate flag. Doesn't matter, it's a pirate flag. Yeah. Now again, death to Israel, curse the Jews. It's not a great distinction between Zionists and Jews. don't want to kill you. Like, give me a fucking break.
Dude,
Never run the guy.
they did some fucked up shit.
Like, charitable organizations.
Israel is doing some insane fucking shit. Why? No.
It certainly looks like a help.
Just because you're here to do this, you would have here to do.
Maybe it's just a coincidence that the guy with their flag right here that says first comment. I don't know how it is. But at any rate, they're executing me. That's not. They are.
That's not true.
They are terrorizing.
Yeah, they are.
The entire.
I like this.
Here, this excerpt from this BBC article. The Houthis officially said they were attacking Israel. However, many of the vessels have no connection with Israel. Major shipping companies have stopped using the Red Sea, through which almost 50% of global seaborne trade usually passes, and are using a much longer route around instead. So, once again, not only that, before they take hostages, and then just what? They disappear. We don't even know where the fuck they are. They kidnap people. None of them Israeli, by the way. And, apparently they have parties with don't know where they are. Don't know what they want. They're alive. Here it gets better. He's having arbitrary domestic workers helping in the famine. Yeah, a terrible famine out there. Terrible. He's decided to start arbitrarily kidnapping
hard-hitting journalism right there. Those terrorist races still up.
Once again, there's time for apparently there's a big tunnel. You know what? I'm more interested in the episode of One Piece. The fact that he admitted to spending time with fucking Chinese that sold hostage. They were kidnapped by the Houthis. That warrant all of pro-terrorist propaganda that he's chosen, and that is what we're witnessing in this interview. conversation.
Shit.
A teenager announced by man using pairs of being coming from an inferior culture. Absolutely. That being said, in this conversation, this is what his song told him about the cute pirate.
Yeah, okay. Everyone called, myself included, called Timothy Charlemagne, or Chalamet. Is that the One
I
Piece
want to
one?
connect it.
Yeah. Now this kid is like, I think he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him, which means that for most of his life, he has withstood, right? He's a person whose only experience is literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically. Okay, being able to learn Anne Frank in real time.
Now, once again, I find this comparison significant for a few reasons. First of all, I don't remember this page from Anne Frank's journal. Again, I read it. I thought the picture of saying, we will spike all Nazis, all Germans to the asshole and mouth, and wish them a gruesome death. Wasn't in there, actually. Also, I find the portrayal of a Jewish victim of Nazi Holocaust is a intentional play to the mind.
So now I can use these.
And to try to take away from trying to exploit the suffering that happened from the Holocaust. Once again, not related to Israel at all. To somehow this goofy kid. He's cheapening and what happened to Anne Frank, frankly. You know, this kid, I'm sure grew up in terrible conditions. There's no doubt Yemen is in a terrible state. However, we don't, as society, as a species, while we can appreciate where people came from and why they turned out the way, it will never excuse violent, hateful behavior, right? We all understand that. We all know that. Anne Frank was innocent girl who was whole family, including her dad, was murdered by the Nazis. And once again, as I say this, you know, people are thinking, oh, what's going to cause right now? And again, I remind you, people who are trying to do it, Zionism has nothing to do with Israel, or nothing to do with Judaism. I'll remind you, take a step back, and wonder why you're thinking that. Because the Nazi Holocaust has nothing to do with Israel. It has to do with Judaism. Why am I being told not to care about this? Because of what's happening in God. Make it make sense. Please. Don't get it. Yeah, I found this honestly disgusting. It's and frankly, you should
It's
be
not
ashamed.
going.
You should be. And frankly, again, Twitch continues to run to spread terrorist propaganda with each other. Where he is showing 2 weeks ago, shows the terrorist propaganda, the kind of stuff that kind of reminds me of like Al Qaeda and ISIS propaganda videos that they would put out. It's just like, you know, I'll show it. Here's the song. And once again, he's commenting on it, he's critiquing it. That's one thing. But he presents it, and he walks out of the room, he presents it with zero critical analysis. Just a full-on endorsement of this terrorist organization. Right here on Twitter.
I think I know how to do
Now,
it.
I don't know if you remember, but basically this is what caused the impossible. And that ads were showing up next to ISIS videos. And here's a song, your darling traitor, has ads running on his channel, showing to his audience who is willing to receive everything he's saying without much critical thought. No offense, but just I feel that we should throw up We Disavow This Video Day because on YouTube, they actually terrorist propaganda. I actually do not condone this. I think these guys are terrorists and dangerous. And I'm watching it. Is it up, Yeah, throw that up when I watch this because frankly, I'm risking my ass watching this clip.
There we go.
So he introduces it as a fun musical.
Musically gifted individuals. Yeah.
We don't care. Make it a major world war. Right? Good messaging. Shooting, their heart longs for master rifles and assault rifles. Very good, very cool.
Did he just get up and walk away while it was playing? For real?
He gets up and leaves his poor friend there in the trenches, taking his job to be terrorism propaganda. And I've seen this firsthand. This poor guy has no idea what's going on. This man just left him fucking like torch when he heard 9/11 happen. You know what I mean? My God, I prepared myself this morning. Ask your estimates here. They're showing what's his name? The king, the new guy of Saudi Arabia, the crown prince. Apparently they want to kill him. There was a war there, and they want to kill him, so that's what they're showing him. MBS. Yeah, he's just talking about their military campaigns. This poor guy, I wish I had this at a higher quality. This poor
We should
fucking
not
guy
care
is like,
about
what
hobbies and
the hell
artillery
is
because
happening
I'm
right
gonna
now?
die anyway.
By the way, notice the age of these kids dancing with guns and rifles. How old would you say these kids are here?
Teenagers.
To me, they look 15. Just saying. These have child soldiers, recruit them, they encourage them, or they're running. Their whole lifespan. But you're not even deciding child soldiers is going to take 20. The song comes back from the bathroom. We've now digested a minute and 10 seconds of unmitigated terrorist propaganda.
He was gone for that long. Just left
Here they
that
are holding
there.
up the signs, as I pointed out, that says death to Israel, first upon the Jews, death to America, right there on display.
What do you mean music video? When you say music video, I'm expecting like an example of Chris Brown dancing, you know? No, they do like, what do they do? Musicals. They're very musical people. I know that. You think
That's
no, what do you what? You think this isn't music? I know there's
That's not a music.
guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hassan. No, it is. They do musicals about like their fucking like their actions all the time.
Yeah, that's called terrorist propaganda. They do it
Yeah.
to package it.
This isn't. He's acting like it's fucking
And the
Bollywood.
song is
dude.
doing exactly their bidding, more than they could have ever dreamed of, by broadcasting this directly into the main line of Twitch.
What a fucking idiot.
And they love walking over like the American flag and the Israeli flag side by side. They will always like march on it. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
Stormed out to military, Saudi military stunt. Again, they're just talking about their military
They do not care about the heavy missiles. Like they literally take the war to them no matter what.
Yeah, no, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're terrorists.
Sharing very supportive
With the belief in an insane belief that if they die in this war, they'll go to heaven. Or
It's an act of for them it's an act of resistance. You know what I mean?
no! The guy's just giving up.
He did not sign.
Yeah, I like it. Back in the days, yeah.
The game originally. I know anything about it, but I thought it was very funny and like. Oh my god. What it named that song, by the way, or like judgy. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
Kind of was. Yeah, he did go with it. He's like, man, these guys are singing.
There it is.
Google Pixel 9 Pro with Gemini. It can help you decide dinner with a snap of a photo.
Yeah. That right there. Twitch, however, I think it's officially sanctioned by the CEO. Releasing filmed working the Twitch staff to wish him a song supporter. Interesting choice though. Now, when I saw this interview, I thought surely this is too far. Like something's got to give.
I mean, what do I need
maybe
that
get at
for?
least like suspended for a day or two, just so that like just to make a point like, hey, let's chill out on the era propaganda.
Is there something in there?
And their continued basically silent support of him has emboldened him, in my opinion.
What the fuck is that?
Even more reckless and
It's like a
ridiculous
secret.
with his platform. We'll move on to the next part. Moving on to this. He shows a video of when they board this vessel via helicopter and kidnap all these workers from different countries. Find it.
We have the, yeah, here it is.
Sorry, this was kind of put together here. Downloading. But yeah, here he is presenting this entire video. Once again, zero commentary. That's all. Ladies and enjoy.
We have the, yeah, here it is. Helicopter with the Yemeni flag. They fucking overtake. You're an Israeli. If you're owned by an Israeli corporation, or if you are actually it's not a law. The other port, Haifa, right? Is it Haifa? Is Haifa the other one? Anyway, there's a lot of information I can't recall. By the Israeli and we're gonna enforce this until you stop. So far,
but certain things, I don't see how this is helping. And of course he's lying. He's doing some propaganda by a line of what they do and who they are.
This is a group of people that are like, no, we care about take action, and we're gonna try to punish you. And my God, they started and they were doing it so
I feel like there's one of these maps for sure.
Modern Warfare, yeah.
Modern Warfare. Like,
and show the world to like other companies that don't want to risk having this happen to their product, having this happen to their ships. Literally are like, okay, we're not going to use the trade route anymore. All of a sudden, if you don't use the trade route, trade gets more expensive as well. All of a sudden, you can't use the trade route for everything. It's really funny and it's really ridiculous reading of I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
getting people to leave Israel, like 80% of the people in Israel are citizens who were born there. They don't have There's literally nowhere else in the world for them to go. As I said, Elo's parents born in Israel. So it's like, the country's been there almost, coming up 100 years. And like 80% of people were born there. Okay, who's leaving? And I guarantee you the people in Israel would love to leave if they could. I'll tell you, I've known a lot of Israelis who were able to immigrate to America. Trust me, you think they fucking want to be there? Most motherfuckers can't wait to get out of there if there's any These are terrible people. These are religious zealots. These are violent, terrible people that are making materialistic damage as far as I can tell. Even worse, an already terrible situation. Whitewashing them, making them palatable to the general audience of the West. And all of this, once again, reminding you of their flag. It says death to Israel, curse of all Jews. All of this contributes to a rising sense of anti-Semitism, of unsafeness to Jews still around the world. And once again, very wide Zionist Jews. So there is that. What else we got here?
Oh, it's way the fuck down there.
And then, of course, our local terrorist here.
I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of
I watched that interview. Even the song said in the fucking interview that he was surprised by how media trained he was. So why did they grow up to be like, oh, he's not a movie. He's gonna be Jew. This man said in his interview he was surprised by how media trained he was. You know what they're doing? Propaganda is, is a big part of their life. They're very good at it. But for some reason, when it comes to talking to this obvious terrorist, hey man, let's take him at face value. Zero is really shit. Zero is really shit. And here they are. Not me. They'd be pirates.
Maybe I need that.
You guys talking about $0
Okay, so that.
I don't know how many people still think this kid is awesome and cool. And, you know, let's keep hyping him up. And the song really believes that as early as yesterday. Compare this kid and Frank. Yes. Frank, once again, important to say, has nothing to do with Israel. Think about how you do that in your brain. You'll realize the problem. And Frank, dad, the family hiding in Nazi. Her entire family, including her, killed. Except her dad. She wrote about like peace and philosophy and all. She was a lovely young girl. She wrote about lovely, beautiful thoughts and desires. She wrote all of it with like a very positive, hopeful outlook. liberal Israelis talk about Western solar expansion. Not happening. Like myself says that in the conversation, I'm overwhelmed with comments telling me that because of what's happening in Gaza, we just don't have the bandwidth to care about that right now. Or good. Okay. And I mean, listen, I made a list. You guys have seen it. Okay, you've seen it. You know what happens. So let's see. There's a few more. There's one other.
There,
topic.
right there. Where does it even go?
Look at your phone. Unrelated, but or actually no, it's related. Fuck it.
Shit, if they're on time, I'll do another one.
Stand by.
Just a little room. What I get? Oh, very nice.
I don't want to show my screen. Just want to show you.
Outside the box.
I don't know why it won't let me download the fucking.
Goes in the ball.
Here I go. It's in the dock. Or it's in the.
Throw the webbing for fire. Is this guy electric?
Shot. Remember the Yamata. Beautiful original art by very talented artists, clearly. And it can be yours for $300.
It's a collector's item.
Yeah, man. People are lining up to get this Yamata. Can you imagine you going up to the synagogue with that shit on your head?
Oh my god.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh man.
There you go. It was worth it.
Oh.
Thank you. Start closing out the
still always one of my favorite bosses.
Denying rapes on October 7th. After talking point, something that I've seen supported by pretty much the most random, big hits on Twitter to like the most mainstream commentary agreed. Once again, just like or even watch these clips is like, okay, the UN is often cited source by Palestine and all the reviewcation.
Oh shit, I forgot to put the YouTube chat up.
Well, here is UN report. Sexual violence and conflict, Office of the Special Representation of the Secretary General. They did a mission report on October 7th, sexual violence. And I'll go down, I'll spare you guys this long document and read the conclusion, which is succinct and to the point.
Oh well.
Conclusion.
No way you
Overall,
can fuck again.
based on the totality of information gathered from multiple independent sources at the different locations, there are reasonable grounds to believe that conflict-related sexual violence occurred at several locations across Gaza periphery, including in the form of rape, gang rape, during the 7th of October attacks, credible circumstantial information, which may be indicative of some forms of sexual violence, including genital mutilation, sexualized torture, cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment, was also gathered.
This is the people he's sticking up for. That's fucking.
This is the UN. In the beginning, a lot of people weren't comfortable coming forward. As time's gone on, there's more and more first-hand accounts coming forward of women telling their story of watching it happen. And in my opinion, it's impossible to deny it. And the active
Google Pixel 9 Pro with Magic Editor. Now you can reimagine any photo. Go ahead, the sky's the limit. Okay, I guess not even the sky is the limit.
The active attempt to is vile. It's frankly vile. And it's just painfully ironic, which this whole thing is, because I feel like the left really cares about racism. They built the whole platform on it over the past decade, 2 decades, but like all of a sudden, they're nowhere to be found. Just because they're Israeli, of a line about being raped. There are women on record in interviews, in these reports, on record, saying, I was raped. It's a problem too, by the way.
Bro.
Yeah, generally, if you're being raped by a bunch of terrorists,
Priestess.
during a terrorist attack, you're probably going to be murdered as well.
Your courage has freed this land, which was swallowed by nothingness. I am the goddess Feror, one of the 3 who created your world. You have demonstrated true courage, thus I grant my sanction unto you. You got Feror's sanction. Priestess, I will tell you of the one who has torn this land asunder with the rifts. Was it Ganon? Before the creation of the skies and the lands, there was a void, a vast nothingness. In the void, some things would begin taking form, only to be devoured by the one who dwelt there. The name of this one is Noel. Null desired this world in its entirety and consumed all life indiscriminately. We three goddesses could not abide this and created the skies and the lands to contain Null. All the while, Null continued creating rifts, working ceaselessly to return the world to a void. And so he brought forth the tries to dissipate the rifts, thus keeping the balance. One sanction remains. A sanctum remains. Remember this, your courage will one day be your salvation. Wait, but she's got the Triversal Wisdom. No, our enemy has a name now. This is the one who has been making all the rifts. Damn it. I think I did miss this one. I don't think I have that one. Yeah. And the goddess created my friends and me in order to oppose Null. There's not really anything else to do in the still world for now. Let's go back to your world, Zelda. I thought they said the dungeons in this were gonna be huge. Like, these are not big dungeons. I feel like there are bigger dungeons than A Link to the Past. Well, that was awful. Yep, I've had it with spiders and dark thorns. Good riddance to all of it. I'm just glad everyone's back. Thank you for saving them. What is it? I think I smell something. Sniff, sniff, yeah, I smell it too. It's light and fresh and fruity. What is that? I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. We were so hung up on cotton candy we didn't see it under our snoots this whole time. A treat that tastes great and puts a refreshing feeling in your mouth. You mean, yep, smoothies. The fact that we smell them all the way from here must mean everyone's drinking them. Ah, we can't be the last ones to try them. We'll look like pumpkins. Come on, let's go. Of course it's smoothies. Always chasing after the next thing. Guess they didn't learn much from the cotton candy incident. I don't really understand Deku Scrubs, but as long as they're happy, I suppose it's fine. Well, I'm glad we fixed the Fair and Wetlands Rift, and we got a sanction from the goddess for Roar. The last rift is at an Olden volcano, right? If we keep it up a little longer, Zelda will have all the rifts taken care of. Why is that one over there?
Most people rate it probably limited. But there's still first-hand accounts, plenty of them, and they're being denied. And it's not so much like the anti-Semitism, because but once again, I'm gonna do my best to separate it. These are Israelis, but it's the disgusting hypocrisy, the cognitive dissonance. This is the like MAGA brain. I mean, this is what MAGA. Believing, following dogma before facts, all the way to the fucking end of the game. Okay? And Hassan, once again, contributed to this atmosphere of disgusting rape denial. Which again, something that over the last 10 years, we've agreed is a terrible thing. We've all said, believe victims or women. But apparently when they're Israeli civilians, they're lying. Here he is. Next October 7th.
Wow.
1,200 people are massacred. Many young people who were simply attending a music festival.
Objectively true.
Women were horribly raped. As
Now,
I
when she says women will be raped, you'll notice Hassan bows his head with a giggle. He's smart enough not to outright say they're lying, but he's signaling to his audience quite clearly, I'll say, this is not a dog whistle, it's a dog shout, that he doesn't believe them. And it's echoed in the chat. I mean, you can all see, and I'll show you guys, that the chat turns into a frenzy of calling her a Zionist and a liar. These are leftists. These are people who support women. It blows my fucking mind. There's no consistency. It's a total farce.
raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel
What's
has...
funny about that song? What do you think his audience is getting from that?
They rightly raped. As I said then, I say...
Like, did she really go there? Yeah, it happened, bro. Sorry. Let's go ahead and read the comments. Maybe I'm misinterpreting.
Today, Israel...
read this.
It's time for you to get your reading superpower. So stop straining your eyes and start listening.
Honestly, we thought that was
Israel had a right, has a right to defend itself, we would. And how it does so matters.
And once again, I don't even think her statement, I think she's doing a pretty good job. That they have a right to defend themselves. As all countries do.
And we would.
But how they defend themselves matters.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true, right?
And
We all
the
agree.
shit that she's agreeing to do is real crime.
They have a right to defend themselves. Where's that point, But once again, and in recent news, the president put out a warning to Israel saying that if they don't fix the humanitarian crisis happening in Gaza, that they're gonna pull an embargo, a new embargo. She's not giving Israel said by any means, and so then they're gonna turn on her for Zionists because she said there's rapes on October should stop lying. I hate to say that.
They always that dog still kind of contract out. You can't have this place all to yourself, don't spit it out. But I really like that my stamps going back to
They're not pretty, and they never are. They're horrible. Don't prove me when I lie. They're probably love to support women, particularly women people. Literally, that's what it is. Justifying genocide. She literally didn't, by the way. She literally said the opposite. That was like to a point that she's criticized.
this one should finally get to that.
Lie. It's pretty much every other comment is fucking lie.
Jesus!
Black heart for both. Not even a bad authority. So my point is that like he's signaling to the audience and they're taking up what he's putting out, you know. And once again, without saying anything, look at this discourse happening. Look at this discourse happening. Holocaust terrorists.
Because now it happens. No, they do that. Their face, they have a hard time fitting into their 3D skin. What do you mean? Hey, there's the stamp stand.
Yeah, and one more time. I'm gonna read it. Very important. Good voice. Let me This was a statement from a Jewish individual who left a comment on subreddit.
I haven't been comfortable giving him a sub in a long time.
I've ever experienced this year, not just in this community, but in general. A lifelong friend simply, I've lost lifelong friends simply because I'm Jewish. You think that's a joke? It's not. My brother's best friend. My brother is like mega liberal. Like he is like what he wouldn't concede is that he didn't want to destroy Israel, and one of his lifelong friends literally stopped talking to him and called him Zionist, genocide supporter and stuff. My brother, this shit is happening to every Jew across the country, and I encourage you. Part of the propaganda that is really fucked is this notion that like there's the majority of Jews are anti-Zionist and don't care about it at all, and therefore that's why you're not anti-Semitic. I encourage you guys to talk to your Jewish friends, talk to the Jewish people close to you, and ask them, because 90% of Jews in America, by the definition of most of these activists, would probably fall under the label of Zionists, and they see people wishing them death all the time, social media, in real life. I have a friend who lives in Silver Lake or somewhere, and there's like, constant, there's like a static protest there of just like death to Zionists and all this kinds of stuff, and he's walking outside his door, walking through that every day. He doesn't feel, he feels some type of way. I would like to break through that stigma. Genuinely ask the Jewish people in your life how they're feeling about what's happening, and listen to them. And I don't think it's going to line up people like Hassan are telling you. I've lost lifelong friends simply because I'm Jewish. Ethan, I hope you guys know that there are so many people who love and support you and who look up to both of you for standing up to the insane amount of anti-Semitism we're all facing. Through my throat is so fucked. Can I get some throat though? God damn it.
There we go. Unfollowed.
I'm hot. Hold on, let me take my hoodie off.
Throated. Full throated.
Oh, that? I was thinking like tea, but I'll take that. I'll fuck with that. Yeah, brought me for throats. That shit hurts. Oh, for real? Okay, I'm gonna go throw my...
Now I'm seeing things on which damn holding me stuck with the stroke. I'm not even gross right now. See, the rally was not. I'm feeling it.
Maybe I'll help you get through this.
It's you again. Oh, wait. The dark stuff is gone. The sand is cleared out. Did you do this? Thank you. I went to avoid trouble, but I did it. I'll do anything to help out Stamp Some stamp fans know that you've got stuff up there and get your stamp on it. Stand here and he's a mountain is fine again, no need to stick around.
I think that's exactly
Before I go, I will dance for you. Ready, set, go, stamp rally.
And it tastes sweet. They're much.
This exact thing has happened before. I'm 100% sure that someone flipped it.
How do I spit that out? There's nothing left. It went down my throat. You're dead, dude. Swallowing it was way worse and grosser. Now it's all over my tongue and mouth.
Yeah, like a little bit spit out of their mouth.
It might actually, I think it's healthy, yeah.
Great. It's medicine.
Good point. We love medicine. Anyway, he doesn't love fucking medicine. The spirit cooks with whale head. They brown that they spit out of their mouth. Alright, how am I answering? Oh yeah, I was reading. Alright, I'm just gonna read this. Hardest I've ever spent here. Not just this community, but in general. I hope you guys know that there's so many people who love and support you, and who look up to both of you for standing up to the same anti-Semitism we're all facing. You guys feel blessed alone. We do. But it's so hard to watch, it's so hard to feel. Portion of the community has gone to complete shit. It's so scary to see. Physically move across those between us and strong Instagram stories right now. It literally makes my stomach drop. Nobody who isn't
Yeah.
I'm off X servers, but the most popular fucking accounts on X that I'm seeing now is just straight up Jewish conspiracy theories. Just wild fucking shit. Dan Blazarian, this guy's such an idiot. And freaking honest, nobody. Just the most god-awful anti-Zionist or just full-on Jewish conspiracy hate. And these posts are getting I know Twitter in real life, I'm off Twitter, but it's hard not to be affected by that. And I mean, let's be real, if that was targeting Twitter, part of, I don't think it's so quick to help people, it doesn't matter. No, there's not there, there's another guy who's like so evil. He's an ugly motherfucker, he's just evil as hell. I don't remember his name. Right now, literally made my stomach drop. Nobody who isn't Jewish understands or even cares. At least that's what it feels like not to be science of Israel content or anything related to that. About it. Every time I see TikTok, wearing a Star David necklace, just know they're Jewish. Palestine genocide for a terrorist. Anyway, I challenge you to go to any post related to a Jewish person, not affiliated with Israel, but I responded to 100%. This is 100% out there. We all know it. We all know it. At the top, but remember during the Stop Asian Hate campaign during COVID, how the left backed them up and everyone rallied around them, rightfully so, of course. But I feel similar things are happening right now. People who are rallying behind the Stop Asian Hate, and frankly, that's how I felt. What about everything that's happening in Gaza, or has been happening in Gaza, I can say, from my viewpoint, nothing radicalized the Israeli public more than the inability of the American and global left to include any fucking Israelis in the left conversation. This is a point that I'm so glad you brought up. Like, when Jews see this stuff, it's really hurting. It really radicalizing people, you know, and it's pushing everyone away from each other in just a really fucking terrible way. As if that is the way to achieve any solution, as if generalizations aren't good, only so far. If you ask me, this is the most extreme case of the left eating itself I've ever seen in my life, literally, with its own activism, radicalizing and alienating people of Israel, so that we now not only hear any leftists say their words here, which has been going on for years, but also every fence sitter that has ever existed knows that they would be naive for ever believing the word. They do it because to be moved by anti mottos, anti-Semitism. Then when I see what happens to youth, and I'm baffled. Maybe they're right. Maybe it's all anti-Semitism. Maybe the crazy Passover songs from my childhood were right. And every generation they do come for us. Don't actually think so. But I do see that even an American Jew was arguably recused his Israeli wife from the faith of being born into the death-stained horrible Holy Land. He donated $1,000 to Palestinian organizations. Is constantly and maliciously being harassed online for being a Zionist. Do you think people can do that? For understanding, well, God forbid, a possible effect on anything that actually happens to them? Or are they all just looking around online for any public? How do they know who was forced out of our Facebook? Or is any association with the strike movement? They can use their new favorite K-word instead.
Some internet providers claim they offer connectivity, but here's the catch. Their upload speeds are often much slower than their downloads. Is that really...
This is something that I really was trying to get across to his son when we first started talking about this. Like, I felt like I needed him to come connect with me at least a little bit. And the thing is, like, now he's full-blown denying rapes. And, you know, it's like... I don't know. Another one. This is a lot. Again, people are trying to obfuscate their that towards trying to prevent an onslaught of harassment that I get from maniac mud. And even as I explained it to you guys now, should I mention
I think I'm gonna stop streaming for now. I might stream later. Might stream Wukong later. We'll see. Alright, love you guys. Peace out.